cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Fans, on your feet, and welcome your 2029 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Gravity line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it.
And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up and avoids the turnover.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
That is brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Well, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weapon.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that one.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Give up the middle to Johnson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 53 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will have the Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down and sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way.
Touchdown! Rashee Rice, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he is caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Steelers.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. And they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. We have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jackson.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Back to throw here. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Rashee Rice, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Steelers 14.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Dances by him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's a give up the middle. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 15 yards. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just doesn't contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The quick feet by Jackson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step out and assert its will over the other.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
But he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-hand blowout material. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
All right. 180. Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Jackson now. He'll try and do this himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Looking to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll take it at the 42. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On the give, this is their fullback. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Looking to throw. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one too low.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
2 yards on the pick out there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try to run this one in. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. James.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
On first down, it dropped to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
46.
So that drive goes 8 plays. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start.